AZ is a music producer based in Lagos, Nigeria. Just a normal guy trying to make money from his passion, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about your stage name, AZ. How did you come about that?
AZ is it's basically the first two letters of my name, Azuka, A and Z. We just spelled it out to be A and Z, which is now being shortened to Z now, so but we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 questions. This is a 2-part question.
Okay.
First, why music? Secondly, when did you decide it was music or nothing?
Why music? I was just having fun, but it kept on moving. I don't know how to explain it. So you would say it's fate. I kept on finding myself in places where it felt like the next step to take. So let's say I was waiting for a job or waiting to graduate, but there was always one music I was working on or something popping off that led me to where I am. So that's it. When I decided to take music serious, I guess it was when I moved to Lagos and made my first 100K. I think that's when I was like, might as well just stay and see how it goes. But it's been going. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Tell us a bit about your journey into music.
I started off in Port Harcourt. Then after my NYSC, I moved to, but not necessarily moved to Lagos. I came to Lagos for just to see how it goes. First try wasn't so successful, Then I came back again. Then I think it started going well with when I had a couple of songs with Mr. 2K. Then from there, I started working with people like Timaya and all that. So that was how the journey just kicked off.
Okay.
And it's still kicking off, or still going on.
Okay. So let's talk a bit about your creative pattern. What's your creative process like when you want to work on a song?
It depends on how it's coming. If it's coming from, if it's an already written song from the artist, we start by understanding the chorus. But if it's what I work on myself, I'm always just trying to experiment and just try to create whatever I like, and hopefully it works for somebody. So I kind of see music as just my personal experiments that end up working out sometimes. So that's just it.
Okay. All right, cool. Now let's talk about, obviously you've probably done a couple of songs before the deal breaker came for you. So which song would you say was a deal breaker for AZ as a producer?
I won't say deal breaker because I don't think I've broken the deal yet. I would say that different songs at different stages had meant something. So for example, I would say Bad Girl Special with 2K started something. But then again, before then in Port Harcourt, there had been songs that had kind of given me confidence to feel like, this thing can work. So at every point, there's been a song that has just led to this. But at the current point, I think for this year, I would say that maybe 2020 started another phase again. So it's just been different stages and different phases on my journey.
Okay, so let's talk about how Toto came up. How the link up to Toto came about.
So every now and then, Kiss just sends me something random and says, "Oh, let's do this or let's do that." So I think it was on that day he sent me something from TikTok, like a couple of things. I was like, "Oh, I think we should experiment with this." I was like, it was a bit too fast for my understanding or liking, but I was like, after I stalled on it for a while, so I just did like drums and just played the chords first and sent to him. And then he didn't answer me. Then I think like a week later, he sent me the vocals. Me too, I was still confused, so I didn't answer him too for like 2 days. But I think my guitarist came and I was like, you know what, let's try to see what we can add here. And it's from that. But immediately we were done and I had done some arrangement, I just knew that there was something here. So And I sent it back to him, and we spoke. I was like, Omo, this is a local song, but I like it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not what I would normally do, but it sure feels right. That's it, though. That's how things just... And I'm grateful that people liked it.
Nice. Okay, so let's talk a bit about working on the song itself. Was it like... Okay, so you mentioned that you sent something to you did something, you sent back to him. So, was it like you guys didn't even meet throughout the recording of the... making of the song?
We meet on and off.
Okay,
you understand?
On the project itself, why
on
the song itself?
On the project itself, it's always like a back and forth of sending files across the internet. There's internet now, so sometimes you don't need to be one-on-one. Kiss is somebody that likes to record by himself. Yeah. So he would record and send over, and you make. So even if we had met, it wasn't to work on the song. It might be to talk about it or work on something else, but it wasn't to just record the song. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So at what point can you tell us a bit about how OBO jumped on the song?
I think from my own end, what I understand, because what I knew originally was he was going to be on a different song, but I think from what I heard was he said he liked Twitter or liked the sound, and they are friends now, so they just aligned and made it happen. Surprised when he called me that day and said that they are dropping a remix, so it was a good news.
So AZ as a producer, who else have you worked with apart from Kiss, and then who are some of the other artists you're looking to work with, maybe within Nigeria or within Africa and internationally, moving forward with your career?
Nigeria, I've worked with a lot of people except the big three directly, so I'm still ongoing. People I would like to work with, it's funny because before I would probably name a handful of people in internationally, but I think right now a lot of the people that I feel are Nigerians. Definitely like to work with Burna Boy. I like Omale, who is at some point David too. Internationally right now, I'd have to say Draco for commercial purposes. Definitely Drake. How am I feeling at the moment? Well, like I'm open to working with anybody. I don't even mind working on the rock music stuff. Just anything to expand the scope. I'm open to it. Oh, and a lot of those Puerto Rican people too.
Let's look at the sound that you bring.
Okay.
Do you have like any categorizing or name for your kind of sound that you make?
Never thought about it in that sense, but I just know that every time that I create with Afrobeat, I like to add a bit of soul to it. So I like melodies. So wherever we are going, you just know that there will be some chord progression somewhere that's going to be mellow, because I'm not like a fast tempo person. So I'm going to slow it down at some point. So yeah. So I don't have a name for it, and I don't think you should have a name, but I just know that there's just going to be a feeling every time you hear something that I've done. So that's it.
Okay. Yes. These days, most producers come out with their taglines that once you hear it on a song, you know that person worked on the song. Do you have any right now?
Yeah, I do. Z. Yeah, for me, anytime you hear Z, you know it's me. There's just going to be a Z at the beginning or at the end of the track. So that's my logo.
Okay.
For now.
Okay. I'm trying to see where I had it on Twitter.
It's at the beginning on Twitter. Yeah, it's on Showa too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, tell us a bit about what's coming from AZ that your fans can look out for. Maybe songs you've worked on that will probably drop soon.
Like on this side, you can't really say those things like that because everybody's camp is different. But yeah, there are a lot of things I'm working on, I've worked on. But hopefully, me and my people too, I'm looking at putting out a project, hopefully, towards the end of this year. Yeah. But just like, I'm working. So let's just stay expectant.
Nice. All right, how do you draw inspiration?
By listening to music. Like, I just listen to a lot of music. It's not, I'm not one of the people that believe in always creating, because I think like basically what we create is what we've heard. We're making what we heard. So I'm always just trying to listen to new things, old things, whatever that I can draw inspirations from. So that's basically what keeps me going.
Okay, so tell us about okay, so sure. Obviously, looks like you've worked a lot with Kiss Daniel.
Yeah.
So how did the making of Showa start from? Just tell us a bit about like an inside detail of from start. How are you thinking about how it started, the journey of Showa as a song?
These things are not. So, fun fact: the beat for sure was a beat that I sent to Kiss 2 years ago. So, I totally forgotten about it actually. Then he called me, sent me a track, and I was like, this is it though. So, we didn't have like kicks to it or anything, but because of the way he jumped on it, it just felt like a complete song already. So, that's just basically it. So, okay, yeah, towards the end, we are like, oh, more. To bring a bit of the Africanness to it, let's add the talking drums and sax, and basically that was just it. Wasn't like a long process. It was just something that had been in the works but did not materialize till that time. So I guess I'll say perfect timing. Yeah. Hello, this is AZ here, producer, songwriter, song arranger. Big shout out to my fans in Jamaica, the US, Caribbean islands. And please stay tuned to NoireTV.
NoireTV, showing on Verizon Fios channel 269, Optimum channel 1100, and on Digicel. Or on our website www.noiretv.com, or download the app from the App Store or Play Store.